Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jags taking the field, led by their quarterback, Gardner Minshew. He is now the man under center, Charles. And the Thursday night audience, they got their first dose of Minshew mania, we'll call it. He was pretty efficient, 20 of 30, 204 yards, and threw for 2 scores.
And what I loved about watching him play is the air of confidence he carries himself with. No hesitation at all about being a 6th-round draft choice. He acts like he should have been the first quarterback taken off the board. And his accuracy, every ball he throws is in a good location, gives his receivers an opportunity. Should have had more than the 20 completions. There were a number of drops by Jacksonville guys. So this kid is playing awfully well here in the early going. And last but not least, how about his dad in the stands? Those shots of his dad. The old man's been hitting the weight room pretty well, hasn't he?
We got this.
19 yards right off the bat and a quick first down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
General West. Here,
Off play action, it's Minshew. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? The quarterback gets hit.
The start less than ideal as they already face a 2nd and long.
And 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. You got block me. Hey. You got block me. 58 is the mic. 58. Hurry. Hey, defense. Go.
Minshew sets to throw. And he's going to go down again. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the number that time.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
58, come on. 58, come on.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here's King. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Melvin Gordon, the 2-time Pro Bowler. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him the first down. Gordon, a Pro Bowler for the 2nd time last season, 885 yards, 10 touchdowns. And that was only in 12 games played a season ago. And he also switched jersey numbers in the offseason from 28 to 25. And 25, that's the number he wore when he was dominating the Big Ten college gridiron for the Badgers of Wisconsin. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Wide, get wide. Joker. Left.
Rivers. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away. And we get a quick look at the Chargers starting offense.
I don't think it's hyperbole to say that Mike Pouncey is one of the best centers in the league. And to me, he helped usher in that new wave of centers. Agile, able to get to the second level and block people downfield, able to pull like a guard and get out in front of ball carriers, and pass protects really well, helps keep his quarterbacks clean.
On second down, Rivers again. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The L.A. Chargers, who already sit 2 games behind the Chiefs in the AFC West, their offense coming back onto the field here. You know, driving over to the game, we were talking about the Chargers' problem for them right now is they've got a whole bunch of injuries, don't they?
Significant injuries. Key guys that we were saying, okay, with that roster, they're good enough to win the AFC West going head-to-head with Kansas City. But when you lose Hunter Henry, tight end, Denzel Perryman, linebacker, Derwin James, who went to the Pro Bowl and was an all-pro as a rookie at safety, Mike Pouncey, your center. But how about Michael Badgley? Now, people say, who's Michael Badgley? Well, he's their kicker. And for a franchise that's had kicking woes in recent years, that's a significant loss as well. So if they can ever get healthy, they can be that team that we think we were going to get in 2019. But right now, they're just trying to hold on.
Run 80. Hey, Charlie. Hey, ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and set things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Back onto the field, here comes Jacksonville's offense. And fresh off their first one of the season, beating Tennessee 20-7 in Week 3 of the NFL season. On the defensive side of the ball, Charles, that's where the story was. They had 9 sacks.
Yeah, almost doubled their season total in that ball game. Now, how about this? Calais Campbell, who has really played well since coming to Jacksonville, he had 3 sacks in the game. It felt like he had all 9. I don't think he got blocked the entire evening. But how about what Jacksonville has coming up? A couple of road games now. They've got to go to Denver, who's 0-3 to start the season. And then they go to Carolina, who got their first win at Arizona last weekend. I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Minshew. This one complete over the middle to O'Shaughnessy. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? Got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Slam, slam, slam. Protein spill. Go, go.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Melvin Ingram, his second sack of the night. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
That's the end of the first quarter.
The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Minshew. And a little floater there is incomplete. Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Fournette. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette, 89 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Lambeau to add on the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So the drive there took 6 plays. And a long run there in the end to top it off. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing, Rivers, looking for Inman deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well. pressure, it's got to. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control. Joey Bosa with the tackle for loss. How about that pedigree in his family?
Yeah, some good pedigree. Tell us about it, Mr. Davis.
Dad played in the NFL, first-round draft pick. Uncle was a first-round draft pick. He's got a brother coming behind him. But Joey Bosa, guy plays really, really hard and plays all aspects on defense.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike.
Fournette running out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 31 yards there and a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
Minshew, 1st and 10. His throw incomplete. He was looking for James O'Shaughnessy as tight end. And it's 2nd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 41. They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Shit.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Hey, 58 to Mike. Go 58 to Mike. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Check 15. Check 15.
Delay of game, offense.
So that'll back them up 5.
Still 4th down.
This is Josh Lambo. He hit from 57 a year ago. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Let's go. 58, boy.
On 4th down, Minshew. Under pressure, he's going to go down. Look at this, way back around the 43. Melvin Ingram. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, the D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that fourth down.
12.
Running on first down, Eckler. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Rivers. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner, and with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
Now Gordon on first down. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, here I come. Here I come.
Hey, here we go.
Here I come. Check.
Load it.
Check.
A toss play, Gordon. They find some open field here. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 29 yards, is there now on the board here in the first half.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt, you need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run coming from Melvin Gordon. This is taken at the 3. And it'll be an excellent return as he's all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
But when the highlight is shown of this play, all attention's going to be on the person running with the football. But how about the group as a whole? Setting up that big-time return, yardage that we won't even account for in the box score, may help them win the game.
Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. Why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here.
Ready? 60 out.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coaches. 2-minute drill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Minshew. That is caught at the 7. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First and 7 at the 5-yard line.
Hey, Alpha. Yep.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Oh, here we go. Oh. 58, boys, 58. 58. Mike.
Now.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Lambo on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score, Jaguars 21.
The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Rivers. Looking sideline, incomplete. Offensively, might be thinking, what's going on here? 1 for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around. Not having that success, might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get him back in form.
Throwing Rivers. And they're able to bring it in. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
390.
A first down throw here for Rivers. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And they're right past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Right side, Davis. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Rivers now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here.
Check out 3. Check 37. Check.
Pilot, 64, weak. Split.
From the red zone now, Rivers. Flush to his right. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are back within a single score. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And they'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, that's good. That's good.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey! Ready?
On On second down, here's Fournette. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go!
Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jalen Ramsey with a sack on the corner blitz.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. From the gun, Rivers. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. And he gets this away. Look at this. This is a good one. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
With that incompletion, we step league-wide for a second. I want to discuss Saquon Barkley's injury. Obviously, that hurts the Giants, who are having a quarterback change. And look, Daniel Jones looked good, but they're going to need Saquon Barkley in that backfield.
In a big way. Not just as a runner, obviously, but his ability to catch the ball in the backfield, make plays in open space. 4 to 8 weeks with a high ankle sprain. Horrible news, not just for the Giants, but how about fantasy football teams? All right, if you've got Saquon Barkley, many of you selected him at number 1 in your draft. Now he's going to be out for a decent portion of the season.
You better hit your waiver wire and get Wayne Gallman quickly. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football. Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Protein spill. He's checking. Look at me. Zipper.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because, you know, those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. This is Fournette. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Hey, 2.
58, come on.
Out of the gun is Minshew. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. James O'Shaughnessy there to make the grab. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. There for the tackle, the former Wisconsin Badger, Leon Jacobs.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd and 9, Rivers. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Hard throw, incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On is the Chargers punter now. He's been terrific so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. Let's see if he can drive the bus here again on this drive.
On the ready.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20.
Greystone, Travis. Hey, Haywood.
Delay of game, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Let's go.
Still 1st down.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Put that team on the clock.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. Throw right side of the tight end O'Shaughnessy. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Fournette. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Jerry Tillery on the stop. A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. An extra quarterback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Now Minshew. That's out to his running back, Fournette. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Let's go.
Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
Jet bombers. Jet bomber. Hey, Delta. Go.
58, come on. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch that.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
58, come on. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't.
2nd and 5 now. Minshew will find O'Shaughnessy open left side. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. So we got man.
Minshew sets to throw. Escaping the pressure right. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
Let's go now.
This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Fournette. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
X3, 218, chopper.
Again, it's Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
Ready. 60 yards. Huge off portion. Now.
On 3rd down, Irvin. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The ideal beginning of the drive there is they'll get 20 and a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Eckler. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a way to score. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 4th down, Rivers. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jags take over in terrific field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
And they will take a knee here.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
60 Pittsburgh. Get it.
And they take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Double dog, that's the way.
Ready?
And they'll indeed take a knee. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. Good night, everybody.